Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I will be breaking down the Elite Trader Funding's payout structure as well as their huge Labor Day sale. As a trader with ETF, this is definitely applicable to me, and hopefully it's insightful for all of you that were either already trading with ETF or you're interested in joining in the community. So first and foremost, we have the Labor Day sale, and with the code THANKYOU23, you can save 80% off the first month and then 65% off the future monthly renewals for any of the non-fast track accounts. Now you might be wondering, what about the fast tracks? Well, don't worry, the 100K account fast track is going to be discounted to $50. There's no promo code needed for this one, and it's originally $75, so you are saving $25 on this one right here. So a really cool thing too with the fast tracks is that with the 100K, if you pass it and you get onto the elite account, then you are getting your first month of the activation fee covered, and that's $80 you are getting for free, so you don't have to pay that. Now, lastly, with this promotion, they have double the reward points. So for every dollar you spend, you get double the points. And for these points, you can use them towards either a new fast track or a reset for your accounts. Now for this Labor Day sale, it is going to be ending on September 16th, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have any questions about it, feel free to drop a comment down below. But these are a few reasons why I do personally like to trade with Elite Trader Funding. Everything from offering CQG, which is Tradeovate and TradingView, their great customer support team, as well as how much activity they have going on in Discord and Twitter. It's just a really great place to be in, and it's a really great company overall. Now the bread and butter of this video is going to be the payout structure, obviously. So first you would have to hit your payout requirements. I've listed that out here on the right. So the first requirement is a safety net. Once you have met the safety net, which is essentially meeting the profit amount equal to your drawdown plus $100, then you've met it. My example is going to be here on the 10K eval. The max drawdown is $1,000. So that means in order to meet the safety net, you have to make $1,000 profit plus $100 right here. So technically for the 10K eval, you have to have $1,100 to meet the safety net. For the trading days, the first payout cycle and the second payout cycle is the same. It's 15 active trading days. And then for the third payout cycle and on, it would be 10 active trading days. The last requirement for a payout is the consistency rule that is at 40%. Based on what I've seen in the industry for ETF is that they're pretty strict about that 40% consistency rule. So make sure you do have a personalized Google sheet or an Excel sheet, some type of spreadsheet to be able to track your balances. And here is the formula to be able to figure out what your consistency percentage is compared to your overall profit you've made on the account. If you are part of the Discord team, there is a pinned thread where it does actually include this Excel sheet, so it's a lot easier. You don't have to make your own. Now, if you have met these payout requirements, this is what's going to happen next. You're able to withdraw as little as $100 now. Before it was $1,000, and then they recently lowered it to $500 minimum withdrawals, and now it's $100, which is one of the lowest across the prop firm industry. Obviously, there's other companies where there's no minimum at all, but definitely knowing that ETF is starting to make it a little bit more trader friendly for payouts definitely is a move in the right direction, in my opinion. And then we have the daily withdrawals being an option for you. Now for your specific payout cycle, you cannot withdraw more than your max account size withdrawal. I will be showing you guys a table in just a moment to show you for a specific payout cycle how much your max withdrawal is depending on your account size. And the third thing is whatever you do not withdraw from your account during that specific payout cycle, it will stay in your trading account balance. ETF is not going to remove it or take it away from you. Now, before we go over these two examples right here, here is this table I wanted to showcase to you where you have the specific payout cycles as well as the maximum amount you're allowed to withdraw during that specific payout cycle depending on the account. So because we had the example of the $10,000 evaluation or the funded account now, the first payout cycle max I can withdraw over this payout cycle is $1,000. The second payout cycle is $1,750. The third is $2K. And then obviously the fourth payout and on, there's no minimum or maximum. You can take however much you please. So this table is also going to be found on the ETFs Help Center if you guys wanted to check over there. I wanted to include it for the sake of this video, so feel free to check out their website. But going over to the examples now, this is for a 10K account, which again is this first one right here. And I will be flip-flopping back and forth to be able to show you how this new payout policy can work. So for the first payout cycle, as an example, there's 15 trading days before the second cycle comes around, right? As I had explained to you, the first cycle and the second cycle are 15 trading days needed, and then third payout cycle and on is 10. So for this example, 15 trading days before the second one comes around, the maximum amount I'm able to withdraw for a $10,000 account for the first payout cycle is $1,000, as shown on the table provided by ETF on their website. Max is $1,000. So at this point, I'm wondering, okay, how can I do withdrawals to get paid out from ETF to equal a max of $1,000? Every single day up until my 15 trading days are over, when the second payout cycle comes around, I could do a daily withdrawal of $67 or $66, and that would equal really close to $1,000 over 15 trading days. Let's say you want to make it nice and even, you could do a daily withdrawal of $100 over the next 10 trading days. That would still equal $1,000. Or if you wanted to do all at once because you don't want to do daily withdrawals, you don't want to wait for your money, you want it in your account now, you could do a full withdrawal of $1,000 in one day. But just remember, once you hit that $1,000 that is allowed for this payout cycle, you cannot withdraw anymore until the next payout. So, whatever is left over though in your account that is over $1,000, it will still stay in there, right? Their ETF is not going to take that money from you. It's going to stay in your account. But that money, even though it stays in your account, it doesn't mean that your next payout cycle, you'll have an increased amount, right? So to be able to break that down a little bit more, for the $1,000 for the first payout cycle, let's say you've hit the full max withdrawal. You got your full $1,000, but you still have a remainder of $500. So that $500 that you weren't able to withdraw, it's still going to stay in your account, and you'll still have it in there. But that does not mean that the second payout cycle is going to increase by another $500. That doesn't mean that it's $1,750 plus the $500 you couldn't withdraw. The second payout cycle is still going to be $1,750. It just means that you have $500 extra inside of your account to be able to withdraw, right? Not increasing the payout cycle max withdrawal, just whatever in your account. I hope that makes sense. Feel free to drop a comment down below if it doesn't. But obviously we're going to continue on with the example. So hopefully it'll click by then. But for my second example, we're going to skip on over to the third payout, right? Because once you are on your third payout cycle, there's 10 trading days before the fourth. And once you hit your fourth, there's no maximum or minimum, right? So right now we're on the third payout cycle. For the 10K account, the maximum I'm able to withdraw during this entire payout cycle of 10 trading days is $2,000. So right here, I've written that down. Max amount I can withdraw for this whole third payout cycle is $2,000 over 10 trading days. Now, same thing, obviously depends on how you want to withdraw. These are just examples to explain some, ways you can take the withdrawal out if you want to do a daily withdrawal. You don't have to do daily withdrawal. You can do it all at once. You can do however you please. Just know that whatever your payout cycle number you're on, there is a maximum you can withdraw. So there's 3 different ones I wrote, similar to the first one. So daily withdrawal of $100 over 10 trading days is $1,000, right? That means I have a leftover of that means there's a leftover of $1,000 still in my account. And I can save that. I can save that for when I hit the fourth payout, because by then I can take out everything if I wanted to, right? Or you can do a daily withdrawal of $200 over the next 10 trading days, and you'll get $2,000, which is the max amount you can withdraw. And then lastly, if you don't want to do daily withdrawal, if you don't want to wait around for your money to come, again, you can do the full 2K in one day, but just know that there's not any more money you can withdraw until your next payout, which is the fourth payout cycle after 10 trading days, and that's no minimum or maximum. So I hope that I was able to better explain what the payout structure is looking like and kind of the benefits, at least for those that are looking to do daily withdrawals, to still be able to keep a cushion in your account and essentially grow it slowly but surely. And also if you prefer to get paid out, every single day instead of waiting, X amount of days, then you can definitely do that with this new policy update. I think it is a lot more beneficial to those that were looking for those daily withdrawals, but for those that, were doing the same things, like taking a full withdrawal all in one day, it doesn't really affect them that much because it's all pretty much the same except for that piece right there for the daily withdrawal. Now, for those daily withdrawals I keep mentioning though, in order to be able to, get that money in your account, make sure you do submit your request before 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For my PST time, that is 7 a.m. and that will ensure that you have your daily payout. But obviously, as more people start to request, there might be a slight delay, but regardless, they are going to be able to get you, your money. So now you don't have to wait a full 30 calendar days to receive a payout. Before, you'd have to wait 30 calendar days, 1 full month, to be able to get your next payout. Now, technically, you can have 2 payouts a month. If you were able to calculate things right, from the 3rd payout and on, you can technically get 2 payouts a month and not have to, wait. So yeah, that is going to be everything there. And here is again, that Labor Day sale. So if you are interested to maybe pause, you can pause the screen right here, click the link in my description to be able to get directed to the ETF site to be able to sign up for some accounts. But other than that, I really hope that this video was helpful in some way. It definitely was a little interesting at first to be able to read the policy, but if you just read really carefully between the lines, you'll be able to see that this is what they're trying to do. Here is all the evaluations as well. So it does tie you with the prices at the 80% mark before you purchase. Make sure you use the code ThankYou23 if you do buy any of the accounts aside from the fast track, because again, the fast track is already discounted automatically. This little banner's in the way, so it makes it a little difficult to be able to show you that, but yeah, it's already discounted automatically. And then lastly, here is the help center for the payouts. If you scroll on over here, you can see how to actually submit for a payout, tax info, and how do you want to get paid out. And then lastly, this is the most updated one from the policy update, how do payouts work. This is where I got all the information from, and I'm not quite sure what is happening here, but there we go. I just want to show you guys all of this before I end the video, but here it is. And just to reiterate this last piece about how if you have extra money in your account from the previous payout cycle, how it does not increase the maximum withdrawal amount you can do for the next cycle. So what if I don't withdraw the entire max amount during a payout cycle? Once the trading requirements for the next payout cycle are completed, any remaining payout amount from the previous payout cycle max will not carry over to the next payout cycle. This means that if you could withdraw a max of $2,000 for a payout cycle 1 and only withdraw $1,500, the $500 realized profit remains in your trading account, but the payout cycle number 2 max amount remains the same. The $500 does not increase the max withdrawal limit for payout cycle 2. So as I explained one more time, I just go ahead and, oops, I apologize. Right here, let's say $2,000, you had $500 lingering over. It does not mean that this $2,000 will become $2,500. It will still stay at $2,000. It just means you have the extra $500 sitting in your trading bank account, which is not a bad thing because once you hit your 4th payout cycle, there's no minimum or maximum, right? That's just an example. But again, I hope that all of this information was helpful. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, feel free to drop it down in the comment section below. But otherwise, I appreciate your time and support. As always, I wish you nothing but the best and most success in your trading journey and everything that you do. And I'll see you all in the next video.